Tonight, a retaining wall a homeowner says is supposed to help his neighbors in Colorado Springs is now hurting them.
You may remember we first told you last year about a man who built a retaining wall on his property on the west side of Colorado Springs. It was all to stop mudslides, but now that wall is falling apart because of the heavy rain.
Emergency crews told neighbors to evacuate earlier tonight. KRDO News Channel 13's Rana Navini is talking to them and joins us from that neighborhood in Rana. Neighbors clearly frustrated tonight.
Absolutely, they are. James and Heather, these homes are still evacuated tonight. If you look behind me, 2 homes are evacuated, a single-family home and also a duplex. Crews have been out here for a few hours now trying to assess the situation. You can see behind me, they're here. They're building a temporary retaining wall to help stop any boulders that might continue to fall here tonight. And they're worried about the homes that are below this wall. This wall was controversial from the start, and tonight neighbors are just glad that no one got hurt.
So I was sitting there in my room and I heard my little sister screaming, the rocks are coming down, the rocks are coming down. And
it's this neighborhood's worst fear.
Extremely agitated at this point.
Their neighbor's homemade retaining wall didn't stand up to the spring rain.
We knew this was going to happen.
you can hear those boulders coming down off the hill and they sounded just like thunder.
Blake Neary was home with his sister when the giant cinder blocks came tumbling down. Each one could pack a punch.
We've had experience with them in the past, and we've estimated their weight at about 2,000 pounds apiece.
And those boulders are, 40, 50 feet away from us, and that's definitely scared for her life, scared for my life, and my dog. And
Neary's home and another below the slide were evacuated. We talked to neighbors here almost a year ago, and they were afraid this would happen.
Look at those cement blocks. If we had a flash flood like we had last year, that stuff would wash right down here in my backyard.
For now, this neighborhood is thankful it wasn't worse, but they hope the neighbor on the hill makes some changes.
People could have got hurt. My little sister and me and, my dog and things like that, that could have been, a lot worse than it was, and I thank God it wasn't.
And take a live look now back at the wall. Crews are shining a light on the spot that they're most concerned about right now. They're looking at these blocks, and this is actually a bigger portion of the wall than what already fell, so they're keeping a close eye on that. I tried talking to the homeowner who lives on the top of the hill, but no one answered when I knocked on that door. Reporting live in Colorado Springs, Rana Navini, KRDO News Channel 13.
Thanks, Rana. My goodness. And anytime it does rain like